Yo, what's up guys? I'm inside now. I started this video outside for about 5 seconds and then I realized there were some loud noises going on which were super pleasant and I didn't want to disturb them with me talking. So I decided I'll film the rest when I get back inside. So I'm here now, I'm inside, and this is great because I'm 100% free of exposure from the sun, which is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Sun exposure, how damaging it is, and my plan to almost get rid of it, how we can avoid it for all of us, for animals, all of us, right? This is going to be it's a worldwide problem and it needs a worldwide solution for all species. So for the sun, I like to think about it like this. I like to look at serial killers, right? They're doing on a small scale what the sun is doing on a large scale, right? The sun is essentially the devil. The sun is, if it's not burning people alive, if it's not killing people before they even reach the age of 20, skin cancer, diseases, Lord knows what other problems, it's helping perpetrate this violence. I bet it's behind all these serial killers, all these violent people, King Von, all of that. The sun is behind it. Like if you look at tropical places on Earth, they're in the sun year round, all day. They're exposed to the sun and they don't even have good access to sunscreen over there, which is just absolutely crazy. Like I'm inside right now, there's no way the sun can reach me, but I still am covered in sunscreen. I'm taking all the precautions. I just cooked a meal in heavy amounts of seed oils, which also help protect from the sun and sunburn, skin cancer, etc. I just cooked some leaves. It was pretty good. But I'm still covered right now. And these tropical people, they don't have that much access to it, and they're in the sun year round, which is why they almost never make it to 20. If you fly somewhere tropical, you'll see it's just going to be babies, and they're all not very smart. They have no idea what's going on because they don't have parents, because their parents are dead. They were taken away by the sun, and our governments, look, they've tried to help us, right? And I'm going to talk a lot about that in this video because my plan is going to be kind of through our governments. I'm pitching this to all you people, but also to our governments. We're going to work together with our governments. Our governments have been like heaven's angels, pretty much trying to help us as much as possible from preventing us all dying from the sun. The devil, I could say the devil. They've been trying to block it. They've been pushing sunscreen and seed oils and all these other great things which are going to help, but I almost feel like we don't have enough. Like not enough is going to this problem. It is so serious. And of course I acknowledge we still need to send a lot of money to Israel, right? That's a given. But we are sending a lot towards stopping the small scale, the crime, the petty crime, when the sun, again, is doing that on the large scale. And yeah, they're working towards blocking the sun, but you can find many days where the sun is just, it's not stopped at all. It's an unstoppable force sometimes. It's directly hitting people, and that's causing so much damage. People are just going to start dropping dead like flies, right? That's where the saying came from. And think about, again, the tropical people, the people near the equator, right? They have that year round all day. It's insane. So look, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to propose here is going back to the blocking of the sun. I want to essentially, look, I like to sometimes call myself an artist, right? I think we all have a bit of an artist in us. And I think my plan is gonna, again, accelerate that. People are gonna be creating more art because it's gonna go towards a good cause. Your art, you and especially the robots, and I'll get to that too. We're gonna be using robots heavily because I feel like their art, again, has more soul, is more creative. So AI art, that's going to be a big part of it. But us artists, us and our inner artists and the robots, we're going to send our art to the government, and the government is going to send it into the sky, spray it in, use some energy fields also to put it around the sun, over the sun, and block it from exposing itself to us, block it from sending its light, its toxic light, all its dangers onto us, onto the animals. Think about the birds, they're even closer to the sun, right? They're flying all the way up there. Think about the planes, they're even closer. The stars, right? The stars, That's all. This is an out of world problem. That's how severe it is. The sun is an absolute disaster. And I think if we send this into the atmosphere, these chemical arts, these energy arts that we've created, the most creative ones, right? We can have votes and all of that, make it a little interesting, make it competition. We can send it into the sky, and when it's in the sky, you can look at it all day, even all night. You can stay in the night, it can be lit up maybe by the moon or something. But the sun's also going to give it some extra brightness, some extra texture, and obviously it's not going to penetrate through. We're going to be blocking it, but it's going to show this artwork in better contrast, and you're going to see maybe your artwork or some other artwork, or it's going to be mostly AI art, I'd say. And you can be super creative with the prompting, right? That's pretty much the highest, most creative art form, just AI art prompting. So you can express yourself through that and then get your soulful AI art up there into the sky and be looking at that all day. And it's going to be worldwide. So it's going to follow the sun wherever it goes. So you can see your art. You can be here in the US, see your art, and then people in Senegal are going to see the same art, and it's going to vary by day. It's going to be totally blocking the sun, so the sun can't reach us, while also there's art in the sky. So people are inspired. People see visionary modern art. I want to get like a lot of AI art and contemporary art up there, because I feel like that's what we need more of today. That's kind of the modern, that's the new, right? Out with the old, in with the new. And the new is going to be also pretty much saving the planet from future disasters, from people dropping dead at 20. People are finally going to make it past 20. Tropical people, birds. Again, birds are so close and we can't even reach them with sunscreen or anything like that. Most animals we can't. And eventually when we put everybody into gigacities, sure, it's going to be easier, the animals included. But for now, the sun is just right on us, right? Us, even humans, some humans even like to deny sunscreen or something like that, which is crazy. They've been misinformed. They've probably looked at wild animals and seen that they don't have sunscreen, them being bad role models pretty much. And then now us humans, we follow their example. I mean, they're wild animals. I don't know why we do that, but we are. And it's sad, it's tragic, I know, but now with this art blocking the sun, people are gonna have no choice but to look up at some beautiful art in the sky and see that instead of the sun, which will blind you if you look up at the sun. Now you can look at beautiful art, feel inspired, feel happy all day. You'll want to be outside. People are gonna go outside again. I feel like nobody's outside. I've been spending my whole life inside pretty much just because of the sun, and I know if I step out at the wrong time, I could just get disintegrated. And this is going to be all through the government. So assuming my idea goes through, which I don't see why it wouldn't, I feel like this is common sense. You're going to submit your art, your hopefully AI art or your contemporary art, and we're going to kind of submit it to them, and they're going to put it up for us, not for them too, of course, but really they're there for us, right? They're serving the people. They always have been, and they've been trying their best, but I feel like they need a little more cooperation, and that's where we're gonna come and play with our inner artists. We're all gonna be working on our art, submitting our art, voting for others' art. So we're gonna be closer with the governments around the world. There's gonna be unity. Everybody's gonna be working together, all our governments, because governments are and always have been for the people, right? We're their utmost priority, and they're gonna prove it, and they have been proving it by trying their best to protect us from the sun and terrorism and things like that. But now I feel like especially we're gonna see that we can be one with them essentially, because they've always been there for us, but I feel like unfortunately us, and especially the animals, let's be honest, we haven't been always there for them. I feel like a lot of these wild animals and tribal people just totally reject the system, which is insane. And now when you look up in the sky, it's going to be like looking up and seeing the Batman symbol, right? You're going to see a beacon of hope, a symbol of hope. You're going to see this art in the sky, and you'll have no choice. I mean, it's going to be in your instinct just to smile. You're going to be so happy. You're going to see, wow. I mean, what do you feel like when you walk through an art museum, right? Well, that's what it's going to be like. You don't have to go to a museum anymore. You can just look up in the sky, and there you go. What's up, guys? I'm chilling outside right now. I'm under a tree.